What happens when you take the elegant, bureaucratic underworld of John Wick, but instead of normal human hitmen, you populate it with absolute freaks of nature straight out of Baki Hanma? That is Sakamoto Days. On the surface, it looks like a simple action comedy, but scratch deeper and you will find a fascinating blend of two very distinct action philosophies. The grounded, professional underworld of John Wick and the hyper-exaggerated, physics-defying martial arts of Baki. In this video, I will cover how this mix works, and why action fans should not overlook this anime. Let us start with the John Wick influence. Sakamoto Taro is a legendary hitman who retired to start a family and run a convenience store, gaining a few pounds in the process. Much like John Wick, his peaceful retirement is short-lived as he is dragged back into violence against his will. The world building also resembles John Wick. There is an organization that runs assassins in both worlds, the High Table in John Wick and the JAA or Japan Assassins Association in Sakamoto Days, but JAA also has top-tier enforcers called the Order. But where Sakamoto Days differs is in its tone. John Wick is grim and melancholic. Sakamoto Days is colorful and comedic, at least in the first two parts of the anime. John Wick fights for revenge because someone killed his dog. Sakamoto fights not for revenge but for his family's peaceful future. That emotional core gives the action meaning. So the John Wick DNA provides structure and organization. Similarities between two characters' backgrounds as legendary assassins, but they have different personalities. Here is where Sakamoto Days goes off the rails in the best way. The power scaling is completely unrealistic. Sakamoto is a large, overweight man, yet he moves faster than any athlete, jumps dozens of feet in the air and punches through concrete. And he is not alone. Other assassins have abilities that defy logic. Shin can read minds. Nagumo can change his appearance to be entirely like someone else. Takamura can cut through anything with his sword, and you'll see other characters have superhuman strength and speed. This is pure Baki energy. If you have watched Baki, you know the series does not care about real-world physics. Sakamoto Days shares that philosophy. The fights are not tactical shootouts. They are absurd, creative, and gloriously over the top. Unlike John Wick's grounded CQC and gunfight, Sakamoto Days embraces anime exaggeration. The series never explains it with science or logic, it just shows you the action and hope you'll enjoy the ride. So why does mixing John Wick and Baki create something special? Sakamoto Days is more for fun. It takes the world of John Wick as the baseline and exaggerates it by using Bucky's unrealistic strength. The exaggerated physical strength injects humor and surprise. Sakamoto does not fully rely on brute strength like Baki. He also acts very tactical and analytical, which resembles John Wick. It also makes you feel more confident when Sakamoto joins the fight. It is almost always guaranteed that he will win. It is the best of both worlds. Cool world building, absurd physical strength that defies physics, along with great fighting and tactical skills. Sakamoto Days is not for everyone. If you demand realistic tactics and grounded gunplay, this will disappoint you. But if you love action for its creativity, its energy, and its emotional weight, this anime deserves your attention. For action fans looking for something refreshing, Sakamoto Days delivers. It doesn't care about realism, it cares about entertainment. But what do you think? Does the John Wick meets Baki comparison hold up for you?